There is a method, no ordinary method, but a 12-hour method I use to shift my identity that has changed my life. And if it's worked for me, it's going to work for you. But remember, I didn't create this method. It came from my mentor, the late legendary Mr. Bob Proctor. And in case you don't know who Bob Proctor is, he was in The Secret. So Bob shared me what he would do on a daily basis to shift his identity. And Bob actually changed his self-image in his 87 years. He changed his self-image 4 times, and this was the way he did it. So listen up. What he would do straight away, and what I have been doing, is the moment I become conscious, I've woken up, I suddenly shift my focus. I use my will to focus on the image of me living my best life. Now, it tends to be the image when I wake up, I'm using my sight inside the boardroom of my mind to visit that image that I have on my vision board of me living my best life in my home, driving my car, taking holidays, traveling in a certain style of travel. I shift the moment I wake up and get these pictures up on the boardroom of mind. So the moment I switch on the light, that's where my focus goes. Sight. That's where I see myself. I don't even ask myself, well, how are you feeling now, Tanya? I don't. The pictures themselves create the feeling, this delicious, luxurious feeling the moment I wake up. Then, the next, part of the day is when I'm getting dressed. So at about 8 o'clock, once I've done all my mindset work, I've done my exercise, I get dressed. I have a shower, I get dressed. And the moment I put on my beautiful silk blouses and put on my wet makeup, that is another way I shift into my new self-image, this identity I've created. And it literally is like I'm putting on a uniform, maybe going to work as a flight attendant, and I have to wear a uniform, and I shift into that identity. I know that police, the moment they put on their uniform, they are suddenly in that leadership role. So is nurses, possibly even doctors, when they put on their scrubs, they are that identity. So my uniform is my silk blouses. So if you ever wondered why I have so much color in my thumbnails, now you know it's actually a trick, an NLP trick to get me into my new identity. Then the next thing is at 10 o'clock, I have another time. Remember, I'm doing this for the next 12 hours. At 10 o'clock, I put on perfume. And I just made a video yesterday about how to use your 5 senses to saturate your subconscious mind with your new identity. I'll leave it here for you. But I put on perfume, and that at 10 o'clock is part of the 12-hour shift. Remember, the method I'm sharing with you. I put this on, and suddenly I'm back into her again, saturating the subconscious mind with the new identity. Then around about 1 o'clock, I tend to have a piece of chocolate, and at 1 o'clock, I'm making the most of the 12 hours, and I then shift back into her again. Then at 3 o'clock, I put on music. I put on a certain song or two that helps me shift into her instantly. So I'm moving and I'm listening. I'm moving and I'm listening to the music, and that helps me elevate my vibration and shift back into the frequency of the new identity. And then at around about, I'd say probably about 6 o'clock, I tend to sit down and start to use a special pen at 6 o'clock to start to write out my new image, right? So the pen itself helps me shift into the identity, but it's set at a timing of 6 p.m. to continue to saturate my subconscious mind. So from the moment I wake up at 4:45 in the morning, I actually throughout the day have a system I follow. This is a method I follow all day, every day, to stay in that new identity. And it works like magic. I mean, my whole life has changed because every time you're shifting into the new identity with props at certain times, you are continually using constant spaced repetition to saturate the subconscious mind. It just isn't affirmations. Have you noticed? It's not just affirmations. I've gone beyond affirmations. I have a method all day long. And what I've noticed is that my frequency tends to stabilize and tends to stay at a certain level. So I don't take a dip in the valley. I'm maintaining this frequency. And of course, every frequency you sit on has golden opportunities for you. But your only work is to maintain that frequency as long as you can throughout the day. And I'm amazed I have different thinking throughout the day because I'm in a different vibration. And then golden opportunities keep coming. I am an attracting machine because I've mastered the art of elevating the vibration and staying there throughout the day. And therefore, I don't chase success, I attract it. And this is the method that I've used, that Bob taught me, and I know it's going to work for you. So leave your comments below. Tanya Pluckers here. I'm all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. And I've got a special gift for you. Go to the comments. I pinned a self-image script for you that you can start to use to write out your new identity.